stuff to do, I guess. Yeah, I apologize if you can't see me too well. I'm doing the best I can with this, but anyway, give this a couple seconds before I stream this fiasco. So anyway. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Whether someone happens to reveal themselves or not, we'll do this. I apologize if the quality of this is not, the best for streaming or whatever. It's just, I don't know, not the most professional streamer, but this is like, late at night. I figured I would just do something different of it. There we go. Well, that might be a bit difficult to do that. I was thinking about putting myself in a circular type of thing. That may not work too well. Yeah, it's like, probably when it's more bright, it'll probably do it, but that's okay. Uh-oh. Okay, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, when it gets more bright, it'll probably be a lot better or whatever. Anyway, so here I am streaming some Outlast. I can't remember if I streamed it before or not, but I originally thought maybe I should stream Outlast 2 on like its insane difficulty. Obviously I'm beating all of these, but the thing was is that with the insane difficulty, it's like really hard, like really, really hard. With this one, it's like basically if you die at all in the entire storyline of the game, you have to start all over. I did it once before on like the Whistleblower DLC, but as for like the actual regular story mode, I have not. It's mainly because I'm stuck on the mode where Chris Walker, the big guy, is just wandering around. You have to turn on the water valves in order to get through the kitchen that's on fire. And that's usually where I'm stuck. Now, as for Outlast 2, I thought about doing that originally, but maybe I'll do that for another stream sometime. Mainly because, might as well get this out there, Outlast 2 just isn't as good as the other games. The reason why I bring that up is because, like, it's good, honestly. It's really good detail-wise, graphic-wise, and all that, but it's just, some of the stuff just annoys me so bad, because mainly the whole in and out of different universes of, like, the cutscenes, or whatever the heck you want to call it, out of worlds between, like, the past hallucinations and the school and all that. It wastes so much time and so much battery life from the camera. You have no idea where you're going. And really quickly, let me get out of the game real quick and look at the Outlast 2 trophies. There was one of them in particular that sounded so weird and complicated that even I don't think is possible at all. Obviously, there's like the trophies that say like finish the game on hard mode, nightmare mode, and all that. This one says finish the game in insane mode, which is the hardest, without reloading the camera battery. Now, I don't know who in the hell is able to actually accomplish that, or if anyone ever has, but for me, that just seems impossible. Like, insane mode is obviously like the most, just ludicrous, brutal difficulty, because you die once, you start all over. But without having to reload the camera, it's like, I don't know how that's possible, because there's like so many dark things throughout the game in Outlast 2. It's like, how would you accomplish that? You would literally have to memorize the entire game of everything that you would need to do, but I don't know if I would ever do that at all. So anyway, let's just go ahead and get into this. And of course, there is that little disclaimer there. Again, my camera just got darker. But anyway, it says, Insane Mode is the ultimate heart attack experience, maximum difficulty, and no checkpoints. If you die, all progress is lost, and you start over at the beginning. Are you ready to suffer? Well, I'm doing this anyway, so, I might as well. And for those of you who may not be old enough to experience Outlast, here's a warning right here. Outlast contains intense violence, gore, graphic sexual content, and strong language. Please enjoy. And we know the whole Miles Up shenanigan if you've watched Outlast multiple times, of course. Again, I apologize if you cannot see me on the webcam. I don't necessarily have a good lighting type of thing for this. I wanted this to be dark, but not Batman dark, I guess. But anyway, we're moving on. The only thing that's a bit awkward about streaming this is just the fact that maybe about 20-ish% of my TV screen only shows gameplay, because the rest of me shows the rest of me off to the right side, obviously, and then there's a little bit more on the top and bottom, but it's whatever, I guess. I don't know. But I figured, do this late at night or whatever, see what I can do. Yeah, I don't know. But as for the first Outlast, it's really good, really amazing. I really cannot wait to see what they do with the third game, Outlast Trials, because from what I understand so far, I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. It's basically virtual reality multiplayer, and that's kind of interesting about that. So, yeah. This is definitely one of the games I wanted to play for so long. For a long time. I played it before already, but it's just after seeing PewDiePie play it, and even Markiplier and a couple other YouTubers play it over time, it's just oh man, this is just so amazing. It looks so scary, but it's after watching PewDiePie play this particular one for so long and kind of memorizing almost everything in the game, it kind of became less scary. However, when you play the DLC in Outlast 2, it's pretty unpredictable for me, really. But anyway, I might as well read this just because I feel like it. I've read through some of them, but I just don't know the entire whole story of them. But anyway, let's do this. You don't know me, have to make this quick. They might be monitoring. I did 2 weeks of software consult at Murkoff Psychiatrist Systems Facilitates Mount Massive. All sorts of NDAs, and I'm very much breaking right now, but seriously, fuck those guys. Terrible things happening here. Don't understand it. Don't believe half the things I saw. Doctors talking about dream therapy going too deep, finding something that had been waiting for them in the mountain. People are being hurt, and Murkoff is making money. It needs to be exposed. And this was back in, 2013, 2014? I want to say it was 2013. And back in 2013, this was when graphics were getting really good in games, of course. Now, obviously, it was on PC and all that stuff, but I waited for a long time to get myself a PS4. I think I got I think I've had this PS4 for about 3 years now, I think. But it's kind of amazing of how it has all 2 of the Outlast games on this whole thing. Now, it's been a bit of a long time since I've even played Outlast, so I apologize if some things might get a bit awkward. It's been a long time since I played it, so I don't remember all the controls a whole lot, so I apologize. Obviously, the tutorial will do that for me. But anyway. It seems to be, it's a really good one. It's just that I wish that there was some sort of way that it could, I just wish that there was some sort of way where you could have it in virtual reality, kind of like Resident Evil 7 did. That was another good horror game, was Resident Evil 7. The fact that it could combine, just normal gameplay, but then at the same time you could also use the virtual reality headset with it, and it was pretty good. But then, like, once I played pretty much, I want to say most of the whole game, like the story mode of Resident Evil 7 with the VR headset. But then as soon as I changed the some of the settings to make it more motiony or motion blurry or whatever you want to call it, when I changed the settings, it got me a bit nauseous after playing it, so I actually had to stop, which was really shocking for me that I didn't stop before, but it's not important. But that was another game that was like my first ever Resident Evil game, and the other thing kind of sucks is that I have to charge my controller because I've been playing GTA 5 all day without even streaming it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into this game already. I start feeling sick just looking at this place. Now massive asylum, shut down in scandal of government secrecy in 1971, reopened by Murkoff Psychiatrist Systems in 2009 under the guise of a charitable organization. Cell phone reception cut off abruptly a mile out, more like a jammer than lost signal. The Murkoff Corporation had a long track record of disguising profit as charity, but never on American soil. Whatever they thought they could get out of this place has to be big. Might finally be the story of that breaks these bastards. The bastards. Now this is something kind of cool, like this whole weird asylum concept. Now I'm not aware of any asylums that actually exist here in the United States or anywhere near where I am. I don't know really. Maybe there are. I'm not sure. But the fact that like there's all these like different types of like weird charities, it's like they could say that they're going to charities, but where are they actually going? Could they actually like be going someplace else and we just don't know about it? It's like, yeah, we want to support this charity, that sounds good to us, but secretly it's just going behind our backs going, secretly we're putting this somewhere else, but you don't know that because we already have your money, or something like that. I don't know, it sounds really messed up, but with like the whole signal jamming and all that stuff, it's like, ooh, really scary and all that. And I don't know if there are any other asylums in like other countries or something like that. There might be. I remember seeing like an old documentary back when I was in high school still about like how German jails are like a lot different than from the jails here in the United States. It's more like a hotel-ish type of vibe. I'm not going to get into it. Let's just go ahead and play this game. I might occasionally have my camera out just to record whatever documents there might be in this game. So yeah. Yeah, it's just like, looking at this game brings back so many memories as a kid. Like, I would always watch different videos of like Mark and PewDiePie playing Outlast because, back then this was like a really hyped up game. Like, with like Thunder the Arrival and all these different horror games coming out on PC, it was a big deal because, horror games were just like all the hype back then. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, that's how I do that. Again, I apologize if some things might get a little awkward. Again, been a long time since I've played it, so some things might be a bit clunky if they are. I don't plan on it, but oh yeah, I'm on insane difficulty. I completely forgot that that was the whole point of this, is that I'm on insane difficulty. So as you notice on the top right next to me, you can see that the batteries only have 2 out of 2. So I have to be very careful with using my nighttime or night vision power on my camera. So it's going to be really fun. Now again, I have done insane difficulty on the normal story mode before, as I mentioned, but it's just I'm always stuck on that particular part. I don't know how, but I was able to do it on the DLC one, probably because it's a lot easy-ish-er. And I was able to successfully do that pretty well. But of course, it did take me a couple tries, and the one thing I remember is that, like, when you load into, like, the last part where nothing bad happens to you, the game would, like, freeze because it has to, like, load the next screen and go to the next bit, but then you couldn't move. It's like you would try everything and you couldn't move, and literally you would have no choice but to, like, shut the game off and try it all over again. That happened to me at least twice, and I want to say there was also one time where it might have, where, like, maybe the computer, like, crashed and it, like, stopped the game immediately. I can't remember exactly, but I do remember offhand that, like, twice the game froze because I tried to load into the other thing and you couldn't move. But anyway. I know it's dark, but I'm gonna try and spare my battery usage here.
They killed us. You got out. The variants. You can't fight them. You have to hide. You can unlock the main doors.
I'm inside, bodies everywhere, blood, burn marks, heads lined up like bottles behind a bar, dead Murkoff scientists hang from the ceilings. Their badges say Murkoff Advanced Research Systems. Murkoff longtime MO has to be profit off the exploitation of supposed charity. Fuck the third world and the bankroll another billion. How did Murkoff think they would make off a building full of crazy people? The same kind of crazy tactical cop pinned like a pig on a spit. Tells me to get the fuck out, and then dies. Would have been a good thing to hear when I still could leave the way I came.
Security and control.
Now, for the longest time, I originally thought that in this game there was like an alternate ending where you could actually escape without dying. Like you could actually go back to your car, and I discovered like a YouTube video where there was that, but it was just someone who edited it, so I was fooled. Ouch.
And who are you then?
The chosen one is what people would say.
I see. Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son. You have a calling.
Oh, do I now? Do I now? Alright. Get up and smell the coffee. Okay, now... Yeah, I probably won't go out through the entire game, you know, looking at all the documents and all that, because, like, I think I've collected them all, but the thing is, like, there's, like, all this crap to read. You could probably read that on your own time. I mean, everyone has at this point. This game's, like, almost 10 years old. Oh my god! This game is almost 10 years old. I just realized that now. That's... man, that's crazy to think about. I hate being old sometimes, you know? But anyway... but yeah, mainly with this is just like, you know, having to deal with like the difficulty. Is probably the big thing, is just, you know, you die once, you have to start all over, blah blah blah. Yeah, I'm not gonna read all the documents and papers and all that. I just need to move on to trying to survive as fast as I can. And the other thing that was, like, I understand that Outlast 2 wanted to be more realistic, but it's like, you know, with, like, the amount of like, time that you run, you have, like, a limited amount of, like, run juice or whatever. Now, I understand they wanted to be realistic with that, but it's just, like, with this one, man, it was so...
Get them out!
But with this one, it's like you don't have any limited run juice. You just run as much as you can, like the Gingerbread Man. And the other thing was that, like, you know, the thing I noticed is that I assume this is because, you know, there was like an update or whatever the heck with this, is that, like, you know, it explains that he's like, you know, a runner, like he's not a fighter, blah blah blah. But I remember in the PC game you could actually shake the mouse, so that way you could actually, you know, avoid getting hurt by anyone. I feel like that's like a normal instinct for anyone to do, and I feel like that's kind of shit they left that out. Ouch. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of one of the things I didn't like about Outlast 2, was the fact that the run juice, like, was so limited, you know. Alright, let's go ahead and go here. I haven't wasted any battery juice yet, so that's good. That's really good. Now, the basements are pretty easy, the most part. Hopefully I'll be able to do it again. I almost want to see a movie, like, made of this whole concept. There probably does something similar, but not like an official Outlast movie, but I still would like to see something of it, you know. I'm still waiting for that Five Nights at Freddy's movie as well. And there he is. Wait, what? That's different. That is really weird and really different, because usually he, you know, says his line of, "You were here, weren't you, little pig, blah blah blah." But this time he didn't do it. That's odd. Why wouldn't he say that? Was it because I was in a different locker? Was that why? Gotta wait for him to close the door and then I'll be out. Okay, now I'm good to go. But yeah, usually, that's weird. It had to be because I was in a different locker, but usually he's like, you know, he sniffs around and he's like, "You were here," and then he comes to the locker. But that time he didn't, so that's a little strange. But anyway, we'll go ahead and go down here. I just kind of hate doing this, though. I hate playing horror games because I just don't like surprise jump scares. That's just the thing. Okay, now like I said, basement's pretty easy, but again, I have to be very sparing of my battery usage, so I have to be very careful. It's like, you know, I have to know where I'm going, blah blah blah. This guy. Rosie, go where he went. Oh, I did not expect that. Okay, well, that's just great, because I meant to close the door on him. Starting off strong. Already died and I have to start all over again. On the first... Oh my gosh. Maybe this wasn't a good idea to do a stream on this. Alright. So yeah, clearly did not do well at all, and I hate myself just for doing that. Why is the music different? That doesn't sound right. But yeah, so now I have to try it again. All I meant to do was just close the door on him, and then that way, you know, that could distract him for a good while. That way, while I ran, because I don't know what happened there. I figured he still had a ways to go or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's try this again. Hopefully, we'll make it a lot further than we did before. Now, I remember there was also like some sort of glitch that someone did. I can't remember if it was real or not, but there was like a glitch where someone was actually able to go through the map of the building, and then they were able to actually get to the end, which was like a, you know, record breaker or something like that, going around like 10-ish minutes or something like that. I don't know if I believe that. They could have done that with hacking. I don't know, but it's possible. I'm not exactly sure how it is, but we'll just have to see. But yeah, I'm just literally running through this game like nobody's business. Hey.
Little pig.
So yeah, the only thing that's kind of tiresome to these is just the whole, you know, going through these cutscenes like this one right here. That's the only downside about doing this. Maybe doing a stream on this wasn't the best idea, but I don't know what else to do, man.
Merciful God, you have sent me an apostle.
This guy reminds me of Curly Joe from Three Stooges.
You have a calling.
No, actually, no. He's more like Uncle Fester, honestly. Like, if you know who Uncle Fester is, then you're awesome. Yeah, let's try and get through this a lot better, okay, Miles? Man. Just, ugh. Alright. Try this again, hopefully try not to screw up as bad. There was an interesting mechanic in Outlast 2 where if you like tapped on the back button or B button, whatever, you could like do a slide move. The funny thing is that like there's a particular flashback scene where it's like a whole river of blood or whatever the heck, or slide, or a river of blood where you can slide on it and get a trophy that way. Kind of weird, but yeah.
Get them out! Please! You guys are dead! Listen, please! You're there!
So, yeah. So I'm gonna say that's probably like the first time ever that I like died in the basement or whatever that was, because I don't think I've ever really died there. Maybe there was like one time that I can think of, but mostly I don't really die there because it's fairly easy. It's literally like the first time you would encounter someone deadly, really, when you're in that level. But other than that, no, not really. Kind of like the way it turns the lights off and kind of turns the light off of my webcam too. But whatever. Okay, we'll see if this changes anything now that I'm in a different locker. I mean, it probably won't, but you never know. Okay, yep, see there. Yeah, he was supposed to say that. Now, there have been occasions, too, where I would, like, actually purposely get out of the locker when he was checking the other one, just so he could chase me, and that way I would see how fast I could go down to the basement. And I was able to do that a couple times. It was scary as all hell, but still, I was able to do it. But as for doing like the insane difficulty on the Whistleblower DLC, it was easier, but towards the end it was also hard as well. Mainly because, like, with the groom, I forget what his name is, but it's like, towards the end when you're limping because your leg hurts, that's mainly the difficult part, because it's like, you have to get over a table and all that stuff. And it's just like, while you're still in the dark, you have to still figure out where you need to go, yada, yada, yada. But that was one of the reasons why I always got stuck on that one. But eventually I did beat it. I did get a trophy out of that, and it felt so rewarding to finally do that. It's like, the rest of it's like kind of child's play once you memorize everything and all that. But with the fact that, like, you have to limp a lot when you're in, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try hiding here real quick. That way I can try to trap him that way, maybe, I don't know. But anyway, it's like, trying to do that, and then, is he coming in here? He is. Buddy. Okay. Come on, shut the door. Yes! Okay, perfect. Now I can go this way. Probably a bad idea, but this is the best I could think of. Okay, go this way. Now, my original tactic, go there, is to... Okay, come on. I know he's coming this way. See, I knew he was coming this way. Go up! What were you doing? What were you stuck on? Oh my lord, that is like the worst thing to ever happen right now. Oh my god. So I've died twice in the basement already. And this is supposed to be the easiest. I swear, if I die one more time in the basement, I'm literally gonna end the stream because I cannot deal with something like that now. Like, good lord. Died twice already in like the easiest damn level I've beaten a million times. You know how embarrassing that is? That's frustratingly embarrassing. Yeah, the music definitely changes when you start over. Why that is, I have no idea. Isn't there like some sort of like code too where you can do God mode or something? I don't know. I'm probably thinking of something else, but I don't know anymore. I'm just pissed enough already that I died twice in the first freaking level. I would be that type of person that like takes my time, but I mean I will. Only on the certain level that I get stuck on, I will. Because that's actually something I, for some reason, need to take my time on. But the rest of it, I feel like I could handle if I like, you know, accomplish it right and all that. But it's just like you have to time everything so perfectly, and you have to know their patterns so well. It's nothing at all like an Alien Isolation where their patterns are so unpredictable. Like the AI on the androids are kind of predictable, like they have patterns to them somewhat, but the alien xenomorph AI is just so unpredictable. Like you never know where it's going, and then even but even then, like, you know, when you're trying to just hide somewhere or want to go one place, he's always blocking it. You can never predict it. It's one of the reasons why, you know, Alien Isolation fascinates me. But at the same time, it's just like so relentless because the fact that, you know, I'm going to go ahead and turn on a light because you cannot see me for crap right now. I'm going to turn down the contrast to that maybe real quick. I apologize, but yeah, I definitely need to turn down the brightness and all that. Okay, that's good.
Oh God, you have sent me an apostle. Guard your life, son.
So yeah, that's a lot better. I apologize. I wanted it to be dark in here, but it's just gonna be whatever right now. Anyway, so we'll try this again. Hopefully I don't die again this time, but I swear if I freaking die for a third time, I'm just gonna, I don't know. But anyway, let's just get into this and just be done already because it's ridiculous already. Can I jump over this? No, I cannot. That is baloney. Oh shoot, I forgot to get a battery. Well, there better be one down here. There be one. There is not. So, it looks like I'm just playing with one battery today. Until I figure out where to find another one, maybe. I can think of a couple places, maybe. Okay. This.
Get them out! Please! The guys are in there! Listen, please! Yeah, help me!
Okay. Now that we got that over with. Alright, so let's just head over to here. Okay. Anyway, now let me see if I can try to find a battery here. There might be, there might not be. I hope. There's not. Okay. That's kind of disappointing. But I think we can try to. There might be another one, there might not be. I don't know. Anyway, let's just carry on with our objective. But again, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I've done it a couple of times, but again, I always get stuck. So I don't know if I'm ever going to accomplish it. It's possible, but I would literally have to have like 5 days of me doing absolutely nothing in order to do this. But again, it's just like you would have to be the kind of person that knows every single movement in the entire game of every single AI that's trying to kill you. And that's just the thing. Should I get out of the locker while he's trying to kill me? If I remember correctly, too, that no matter what stage this is at, that you're at in the level of the game, I believe that he would kill you in one hit on insane difficulty. Like, if you're on some of the other difficulties, he would just pick you up and throw you, like normal. But I want to say that if you're like on Nightmare or Insane difficulty, he will kill you with one hit. He will, like, you know, rip your head off your body, obviously, and that's it. That's as far as I know. He might punch you as, like, maybe a bit of a... I don't know. I honestly have no idea. But anyway, let's just get back down here and hopefully don't die this time. Oh, come on. What was that? I've done that so many times that never happened. I almost want there to be like a theme, well, there probably does exist, but like a theme park of like Outlast, so that way you could actually interact with it, because that would be the scariest thing. Like, ever since I saw Scare PewDiePie, I think it was episode 7, that was like a free episode at the time, type of thing, is that like, you know, kind of an Outlast setting where you're like a science lab and all that. Sorry, I gotta concentrate right now. This is gonna be intense, so I apologize. Close it gently, that'll work. Okay, I'm not swiping, no swiping, no swiping. Don't dare hit me. Because if you hit me, I'm extremely angry at you forever and ever. Hit it. Go! For the love of God, go, for the love of God. Okay. Okay, that's out of the way. Okay. So that's out of the way right there. Now we can move on to the rest of it. But I'm pretty much betting that I might be there for a little while if I die ever again. Anyway. Alright. So now we can move on to the rest of the story.
I'm sorry, my son.
It's okay, Uncle Fester, I forgive you.
This to you. But you can't leave.
Uh,
Not yet.
Of course not.
There's so much yet for you to witness.
Clearly.
Will you see it? Can you? Our Lord, the Wall Rider, tearing his truth into the
Sirens are going off. It must have been an accident. That's not good when it's almost 12 in the morning.
Is the truth. Accept the gospel. All doors will open before you.
He's just a really creepy guy. Like, I get he's trying to help me or something like that, but man, he's just really, really creepy. I mean, am I wrong? Like, I don't think I am. But anyway. Yeah, I might feel like this soon after a drunk party or something like that, being like, oh God, what did I do last night? Then waking up being like, where am I? Oh, there it is. Alright. No, I think that the rest of, like, this next part, or next level, whatever, is pretty easy too. I think there's just a couple of times where you would have to avoid Chris Walker is the thing. But also, like, the crazy Dr. Traeger, I believe his name is like, you know, somewhat easy, but it's like, you know, you would have to, you would know how to, you know, what to do and all that stuff. So that is my first try. Alright. Now again, I have, I need to be very sparing on that battery power, so. But anyway, this way. Alright. So now we can just move on. See this whack job over here? Go away. Oh, wait. Okay, well, good. Well, there's like one more that's... Oh, man. Can I eat? Well... Yeah, I might need to... So one easy part about this next one is that, like, you know, I could, but since this is on insane difficulty, I might need to do 2 different things at once, because I need this guy to chase me, and then hide where he can't find me, and then all that. Yeah, because, like, you know, if he chases me, like, it's easy to, like, press the button and then have him chase you, but then that guy comes out and hits you, and I feel that if he hits me, something bad might happen. Oh my god, why are you closing the door so softly? Now, I want to say he goes away once... At least you should, because I remember he went away and went in a door that was locked and then you couldn't get into it. And that leaves that guy, that other guy. I just need to wait for a little bit. Yep, there it is. I heard him there. Alright, so now I'm able to go and press the button. That guy hit me probably once, but I'm still gonna bolt for it because I don't think he chases me, but he still, like, you know, goes after me, but he walks in a similar manner. Or not really. See? It's just like, why, dude? Why? What did I ever do to you, buddy? Nothing. I did nothing. That was the other thing in Outlast 2. It's like, you always, whenever you were injured, you always had to use band-aids, which, again, I understand they want to be more realistic with it, but the fact that you had to use bandages constantly whenever you got injured is just so tedious, because I understand they wanted to be more realistic, because with this one you have no bandages, no way to heal yourself, you just magically heal whenever you get hit or cut or punched or whatever by someone. But it was just a lot more efficient that way, rather than having to rely on bandages constantly. Alright. So now we'll just move on to the showers, and that one's extremely easy. It's like super child's play right there. Oh man, I still need to find a battery, and I don't know where to get one. I feel so upset that I forgot the other battery.
My God, he vanished. Vanished without a trace. I just had sarcasm. It wasn't my intention. He thinks we're assholes. Or stupid. Let's pull him in and slit his belly open.
Yeah, these guys are always creepy.
Just a moment.
Okay, where am I going? Okay. Alright. And they're pretty slow too, like walking wise, so I'm not really concerned about them. Let me open that just cause. Okay. Maybe it'll do good, I don't know. This is pretty easy too, but you have to be extremely quick on your feet about all of this. Because Chris will chase you, of course, and you need to basically just be fast and think fast too. Right. Getting through. Haha, was a good idea to do that. I didn't know if I would do that on something. I know this thing part's a bit tricky, but I think I can handle it. God, that's gross. It's like so what's the word I'm looking for? Unrecognizable? No, that's not the word. What's the word I'm looking for that? Undistinguishable. That's it. Now, usually what I wait for here is that I wait for him to get closer to me. That way I can actually go over the table as soon as he does. Just like that. easy right there. Pretty easy. Alright. So now... Oh, wait. Just hope I can find another battery somewhere, too. The only question I had was, like, how did this whole thing get so bent out of shape? Like, I can already guess that, like, you know, the wall rider obviously had to do a lot with it, like breaking out and killing different, you know, people and all that. But still, it's like, you know, how did it get to like this where so much stuff was like so broken down? Lots of the stuff built here just like ripped to shreds. Like, how did it get to that point? You know, who knows? Maybe there's a reason for it, or maybe people just didn't take care of the building, or they didn't care, or who knows? Who knows, really? I don't know what the whole story behind it is. I don't know if I want to know. God, I just need a battery, which is ironic because I'm wasting. Oh, let's see, because look, I'm already out of red. I have no idea where to find more. There's one over here that I remember, but there is none on this one. I assume it's because it's different on this difficulty, but still I don't know where else to find it. That kind of makes me upset. I guess I can only rely on hugging the wall and just going from there, maybe, I don't know. Oh, where am I? Okay. Oh. Go through there. There we go. Okay. Now, yeah, sewers is kind of easy. The first part is fairly easy enough. You just gotta remember a couple of things. Hopefully I'll be able to remember it when I do. Okay, I didn't mean to come here. Shoot. That's it, okay. And you know who pops out. Now the thing I usually wait for here is for him to decide where he's going. Because I think most of the time he goes that way to one of the sewage drains, but I think he also goes that way occasionally, but again, he always makes up his mind. It's like very unpredictable where he goes sometimes. Sometimes he's like, well, should I go that way or should I go that way? So since he's going that way, I'm going this way. And that's kind of easy that way. That way I can take care of this, because there's no real way to defend or, you know, keep myself safe. Whatever while doing that. So hopefully, okay, yep, this is exactly what I want right here. Okay, yep. Plan that very well. That way I can go there. That way he won't get me. Perfect. Just like that. Because now he's like, well, what do I do? Then I'll just go here. But the other thing that's going to be difficult is just trying to figure out where he's going once I do this. Alright. So now that I did that, I just need to see where he goes. Oh, please go this way, please go this way. Sometimes there's like a bit of a glitch where he goes that way instead of going, no, that's not where I wanted you to go. Because sometimes he goes that way, which saves me a lot of time rather than having to worry about him going wherever. But I think maybe I can rely on this, that way I can jump over that when he's on the other side. that way, I can hit the ladder a lot faster. Ooh, I knew it. I knew he was going to do that. Perfect. Get down the freaking ladder. That was good right there. Alright. Almost thought I wasn't weak now. Yeah. Okay. Now for this next part, it's a bit tricky to do. It's especially tricky when you need freaking batteries in order to do it. I'm so gonna hate myself if I can't rely on it. What was that? That actually hurt me? What the hell? Okay, where... Oh, I see. Okay. I don't know why, it seemed like steam hurt me for some reason, which that never happened before. You know, maybe it was an update thing a long time ago. Sorry. Okay, now as I was saying, for the next part, you know, you're still in the sewers and Chris is still chasing you, but there is an easier way to do that. It's like, you know, when you're in the water, you have to like constantly jump, but at the same time try to avoid him, and it's like really tricky because he's like really close to you in the entrance you need to go through. But once you accomplish that, it's like pretty easy once you do that. Again, a bit tricky, you know, it's like one of those things where you have to master it or something, especially if it's like in the dark as well. Oh, I thought that was battery. But still, it's like, you know. So getting here. Again, man, I can't believe I forgot about the freaking battery, because I totally know that I'm not going to last that long when the battery is in hand. Maybe I'll find one by accident later, I don't know. Not giving my hopes up, though. Okay, looks like there was something there. Hold on. Ah, yes there is. Okay, thank the Lord. But yeah, basically what I'm doing here is I'm like constantly jumping. That's like a lot faster, rather than having to go through this normally. Oh, where am I? Like, yeah, it looks silly, but it's like the best thing you can probably do. You're trying to get through this level. Especially when you know who's after you. Alright. Getting tricky. Well, I might as well reload. Okay. So that was not at all what I wanted or what I was trying to do. But this is what I'm trying to do right here. Yes. Just time this jump. Yes, perfect. Alright. What the heck was that noise? Is that a different voice before? Okay. Alright. Thankfully I avoided him. Okay. Almost got lost there and almost died probably. Okay. So now the rest of this up until I find Chris again is fairly easy. God, that was another battery. Holy crap. Now this is another one of those like scenarios where it's like I really would want to discover like an actual abandoned facility, whether it's like, you know, an abandoned factory, an abandoned hospital, asylum, building, school building, whatever, because there have been occasions on like Guitar Country roads where you'd see different abandoned barns or even like old schools back in from like I want to say 1700s or wherever, and it's just like so cool and so creepy to find out like where they are, where they're located at, what the reason would be for why it would be abandoned. Some are probably like never explained, and I don't know, but it's just like so fascinating for me to find something like that, just because of how really weird and creepy it might be, because who knows, maybe there was some sort of mysterious disease that infected it, and like they never returned for certain reasons, or maybe there was a murder and they were like, this is not a perfect place to have our schools, or something like that. I don't know. I'm just saying stuff off the top of my head, really, but you never know, really, because like with different buildings, because I've even seen like old buildings back from like when they were like old tool factories or tool businesses and all that stuff. So it's like sorry, I'm kind of trying to concentrate with this right now. But anyway, but yeah, it's like, I've seen a handful of different buildings that were like, all like torn down over the years just because of how old they are, because of old age. They were made back way long ago. But originally they were like, tool businesses for like tools, or even like, building, construction, and all that stuff. So there is that concept, but again, there's always like, different things going on. Like, still wonder why they would be abandoned. Maybe a family business that no longer is a thing, or whatever. You never really know. God, these people insane. Makes me wonder kind of weird people that work silently from Batman.
You're not one of them, are you?
Here's an interesting thing to watch this right here, because sometimes I look at myself inside of my head, because you can see right there. You can see like the inside of his head when it gets torn off by Chris. But yeah.
You're the right choice here, buddy.
What did I know?
Hey, you're the bullshit priests guy, aren't you?
How did you know?
As a witness or whatever, you must be exhausted. Huh? Let's take a break, huh, buddy? The old 2-martini lunch? Have a little confab, blah, blah. Better than you look. A little cardio wouldn't kill you. Okay, here we go. Arms and legs inside the car at all times.
This guy is just insane. Right here, he's just like really crazy. Like, if you thought some people were crazy, get a load of this guy. I hate to have like a doctor, scientist, surgical, whatever, do whatever the heck to me.
I love the mountain air up here at night. You want to head out and take a stroll? Go ahead, I'll wait here. Go on, run free. I'm in no hurry. No? All right. Those are the grindstone. I like that. Okay, then. Right.
Well, even if I did have a choice to say anything, I couldn't do anything because I'm strapped in the wheelchair, really. So there wouldn't really be any point. Just realized that he was like an angle or something like that from when he was looking. I don't know why that is.
We're putting that tongue to any use anyway. Truth be told, I was just tired of looking downstairs.
I've already been doing the stream for about an hour already. I think that's about as much as I can do until I die.
Thanks so much for coming by. We'll begin your
what's going to happen anyway.
We'll just need a second to wash up and, no moving.
Give me that back.
And it'll give us a chance to talk.
Okay.
You know, I'm a bit worried how much time you've been spending with Father Martin. I hope you haven't been letting him confuse you with all his holier-than-thou Bible thumping. No offense to the man, but I sometimes worry he might just be a little bit crazy. It's understandable. When people get scared, there's like to turn to God as anything else. God died with the gold standard. We're on to a more concrete faith now. You have to rob Paul to pay Peter. There's no other way. Murder is the simplest form, but what happens when all money's gone? Well, money becomes a matter of faith. And that's what I'm here for. To make you believe. You paying attention? Don't pass that on me. It's so easy to absorb.
Accomplishing like a lot in this one.
There. You're better, right? You understand how we cheat here? We made the consumer into the means of production. This thing is gonna sell itself.
I have a question. How did you close that door without using your arms? Alright, now I need to get the heck out of here. There. Wasn't that hard now, was it? Got another reason why this should be in VR, just to gross out people that way. Alright, now this next one's gonna be fairly easy as long as I don't F up. Now I'm just gonna hide here. No way, I'm not gonna be closer. Again, as I said, this is pretty easy. It's Trigger does this thing right here, so. Or Trigger, whatever. Tragnar.
He's still alive. Sealed with Wernicke's fingers. It worked so well. They couldn't control it. And you can't control it. Nobody. He'll find you. He'll kill you. He's coming now. Trigger!
So once he does his little thing here, that's what kind of bolt.
I see what's happening. You're bored. You want a little attention.
Okay, that probably took him out of his element there, but I don't care. It's time for me to get the heck out of here right now and head up here. Well, yeah, before I do that, I do want to do this just a second. Where? Crap. Okay. Now I need to... Oh, that's right, I need to do that. No, I definitely put myself in a corner. Okay. I've got to... Please let me... No, Frank. Okay. This is not good, I can tell you that right now. Oh, I can't even close it on him. I did kind of realize I closed this on myself, though. Did he go the other way? Oh, that bitch. No, he didn't. Okay. Does he have keys to unlock that? Is that what he did? No. Please. Go. Frick. Okay.
Aren't you a slippery?
I thought I could do that. But I can't. Well, that officially shows how much patience I have for this game. Just can't fucking do it. It's just not possible for me. I just can't fucking do it. I just can't. I'm sorry. I can just tell you this. I just don't have the patience for it. I don't have the ability to do it. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not a hardcore game player. I just can't. I just can't do this. I just can't do it all in one shot. I just can't. So I apologize, but I just need to end it here. Because I just can't.